fellow Toastmaster, guest, and dignitary. It's an honor to be speaking at this club tonight to talk about briefly about my journey. But before I begin, the reason I put the background picture up, in case you have not noticed, is the TV series The Office. Michael Scott is a regional manager of The Office. He always talk about one thing that resonate in me. Learn to care about your employee. Learn to listen, observe. You think about, yes, there's a lot of comedy going on, but it's about building relationship. This afternoon, I want to talk to you a little bit about building relationship and my experience that I have through Toastmaster. Before I arrived at District 10, I have been involved in many different clubs, in particular a club that I formed as Toastmaster Stacey had introduced me, a corporate club. In a corporate environment, everything is different, where you focus on tasks, goals, metrics. But aside from the number, something is missing. And that's something that I've yearned for. I've yearned for a club or a social event that I can develop my relationship. Lo and behold, in the second year of my employment in 2010, I met my career mentor. She's actually my indirect report in a different division. She asked about, David, have you heard about Toastmaster? The year was 2010, and I wasn't even know what that means. Meaning, do you toast for events? Is that a Toastmaster? Lo and behold, she wants to explain the organization to me, and I understand the fundamental and the value right away. And I was decided to join her, part of her forming team, to form our very first corporate Toastmaster in my first company, which is ADM. Way before I was a area director. This was my company shirt. That's what I'm wearing right now today. This club starts out with only 10 people, smaller than the group we have right now. And we had to do our outreach PR. I learned how to reaching out to different individuals. And during that process, despite that I'm an engineer, I learned about marketing. And that's my crash course in marketing. Learn to listen, learn to observe, and then learn to provide very specific solution. The rest may seem history. Since I joined them, I've been involved in Toastmaster before I joined District 10. This is my binder. How thick it is. Absolutely, there's a lot of efforts being put behind it, but besides the paperwork, it's the people that counts. It's the people that I built. And that's my testimony in Toastmaster. Yes, I want to recall what Lenron just said about the 3R. My 3R, number one is recognition. Number two is reward. And number three is respect. The first two can be done by a lot of HR department. When you reward employee, recognize the employee. But the last one, respect, you have to earn that. And that's what I have learned critically, how to build relationship in Toastmaster and why this means so much to me. Yes, DTM, we have different award, we have different credential, different education track record, but learning to create a meaningful connection is often the hardest. I remember one of the table topic, Emily asked about what's your favorite speaker. My favorite speaker is Simon Sinek. He wrote a book, Start With Why. His TED Talk is infamous across the world. What is why? Why do you want to do what you wanted to do? And he used a lot of great examples. And to use that on the Toastmaster contest, why did I join Toastmaster? Why did I start Toastmaster 10 years ago? It's that relationship building, number one. It's very important. That leads to new opportunity, new avenue, new location, new career. And now even something that I'm doing right now is I'm launching my YouTube channel. Because of Toastmaster, I'm able to do that. And you're welcome to follow me online. I'm happy to share with you later. But the key part is learning to try new things, learning to try something new. It's done by building relationship. And that's my biggest takeaway in Toastmaster. Throughout the clubs that I've been joining, forming, whether it's corporate, community, even university. So I realized this setting is at Ashland University. I went to Purdue, go Boilers. I done a lot of work for them beforehand, and now I'm speaking at their alumni association. Why is that? Because they're asking me about Toastmaster. They haven't thought about it. I remember at the time when I was in an engineering career, I had to take communication class. Remember those comm class, 100 level, 200 level? Bunch of bull crap. It doesn't learn anything. I feel like I'm wasting my time in a lecture, but it's required, part of my criteria. Toastmaster gave me the avenue that I can practice in person. I can do it whether in front of a large audience, small audience, online, or even only using audio and video. Just as recently, yesterday, I presented at the Rotary Club in Cincinnati East Side. Toastmaster Bob was there in support of me. And I have known that club being a while when I was residing in Cincinnati, Ohio. Now there are 5 members over there interested how we can work together, better together. Remember the phrase? It's in the video on the Toastmaster Rotary Alliance, but also talking about our common value. We are both an international organization. So, fellow Toastmaster and guests, my future is going to be looking more like global rather than regional. Yes, I'll be expanding my presence, but I will never forget the relationship, the connections that I've built while I was in District 10. And at this time, I would like to take the opportunity to thank all the district Toastmaster dignitary officers who have supported me this year as area director. And before that, when I first arrived in Cleveland and not knowing anything at all, thank you for your support, and I really appreciate it. And for those of you new to Toastmaster, please start this journey, because it's here in Toastmaster that you can start building meaningful relationship. Back to you, and Toastmaster Stacy.